Is Remington's 185 grain 45 ACP plus P Golden Saber a real bad boy, or is it just a poser? Well, today we're going to find out. Hi everybody, welcome back to LocaCarnivore. So glad you could join us again. If you're keeping up with the channel, as you know, we're having trouble trying to find a 45 ACP load that will actually pass this test. If you want to see a complete dumpster fire of a failure, you can go look at our video that we have on the 230 grain Spear Gold Dot load. Absolute crash and burn. Links down in the description, go check it out. We'll have the results for this gel test at the end of the video, so make sure you stick with us for the whole thing. Now 45 ACP has this reputation as a man stopper, whatever that means, and the whole cartridge itself is just steeped in over 100 years of legend and mythology and stories from here and stories from there, some of them verifiable, some of them not. And basically, you have to take those with a grain of salt. I'm going to irritate the heck out of the 45 ACP fanboys, as you might imagine, and they're a very dedicated bunch, most of them. Unfortunately, they tend to sometimes use magical thinking, which basically tries to make the 45 ACP into this death ray or, thunderbolt from on high, that you just wave the thing at somebody and they fall over, and no longer want to hurt you. They just don't want to play anymore. It's a handgun round. It's in the same category as just about every other handgun round that's used for self-defense, that's reasonable for self-defense. And we're curious to find out if Plus P will help or hurt the situation, because we have not had, like we said, very good luck with 45 ACPs passing this exclusive gel test that we cooked up. We want to see if the extra energy that's generated by the Plus P makes up for the extra flash, recoil, muzzle blast, and wear and tear on the gun to help this slug blow through all that heavy clothing that we have in this gel test. I carry 45 frequently. So I don't hate the cartridge, let's be honest. I like 45 ACP, so you fanboys that think I'm out to get 45 ain't true. However, I'm also somebody who goes based on the data and the facts in the situation, so we have to see, does it actually work the way people think it's going to work? And that's why we do tests, and specifically with ballistic gelatin, because they are repeatable and standardized methodologies. Let's give you a close-up look here at the Remington 185 grain 45 ACP plus P. So this thing, because it's plus P, goes out the muzzle at a higher velocity than standard 45 ACP. Velocity on this advertised from Remington 1,140 feet per second, 1,140 feet per second. And that gives you an energy of 534 foot-pounds. And the test gun for today's gel test is a Springfield Armory government style 1911. It's called their mil-spec model. It's a 5-inch barrel. We did 2 different reviews on this gun previously, so if you'd like to see those, we're going to put the links down in the description for you. So go down and check those out. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel or just joined us for this particular video, we're going to bring you up to speed on the Frost Giant gel test fixture, what that's all about real quick. And for those of you who follow the channel, again, thank you for subscribing. You know how this works anyways. In rough terms, the Frost Giant is designed to emulate, or simulate rather, a cross-torso shot against a large-statured individual who's wearing heavy winter clothing. Now, as you may recall, that cross-torso shot was the nightmare shot that caused so much loss of sleep at the FBI, and it still keeps them up at night, in the 1986 shootout in Miami that the FBI had with a couple of bank robbery suspects. It did not go well for the FBI. Go look it up if you're not familiar. And the standard for success on this test is you need 12 inches of penetration into the torso, because if the torso is roughly, on most people, it's anywhere from about 22 to 24 inches wide at the armpits. That math says you need about 12 inches to get into the middle where the heart is. Quick reminder, please give us a big thumbs up, like the video. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. And on top of that, don't forget to ring that notification bell so you get notified every time we come out with a new video. Well, enough of the preliminaries. Let's go down to the range and see how this thing did against the gel.
Remington Golden Saber 185 grain plus P.
Don't have the box to show you, but that's what it is. Non-bonded, 10 feet, ambient temperature 67, block temperature 69. There we go. Hit the wood again. There it is. Right there. Oh boy, that pulled a whole bunch of material in again. Stopped way short. Boy, it slaps the block pretty hard. Look at that. Wow. That's something. Hey, make sure you share this video. You've already boosted a couple of ours, just gone completely off the charts. We really appreciate your help on that, but please share this one as well. Thank you. Well, what do you think about gel testing in general terms, or 45 ACP, or do you carry this 185 grain Golden Saber +P? Go down in the comments, share your stories with us. We'd love to hear it, and all your comments help us make better videos. All right, we're back in the award-winning LocaCarnivore laboratories, located in the sprawling LocaCarnivore headquarters complex. And we brought the gel blocks inside so that we can show you this a little better. What we have here is all of the 45 ACP rounds that we just tested. But you can see here how poorly they penetrated after they got through the intermediate cloth packs, and that's what's really messed these up. They had reasonable temporary cavities, albeit somewhat small, when they went through the first cloth packs. So they expanded, and then they got into these intermediate cloth packs, and you can see the huge plugs of cloth that they grabbed and pushed into the block, which really limited their penetration. At the moment, the LocaCarnivore project doesn't have any sponsors or other sorts of affiliates or anything like that. The only way that we can get any significant support is from you, our viewers, and all the stuff that you see that we do. I mean, like the gel blocks, those are expensive. This all costs money, unfortunately, and we can't do a good job without the budget. So if you wouldn't mind going to the Patreon, and links down in the description there, show us a little love, and then we can get some better equipment, more cameras, all that sort of stuff, and make better videos for you. Here is the 185 grain Golden Saber +P that we managed to recover. And massive expansion, peel back, a lot of lead wash, probably lost some core. Not going to weigh it, it's kind of irrelevant. Again, that huge expansion just didn't do it any good for penetration. I want to give you an idea just how much fabric those 45 ACP bullets pull through. This is cloth recovered from the second gel block. This is the in-between cloth packs, the second cloth packs. And these 45 slugs just drag huge amounts of fabric into the second gel block. So they really slow down and they really get held back because they grab all this fabric. Hey, you're looking for more content? Well, go over to the LocaCarnivore website, the link's down in the description, and look at everything that we have there for you. While you're at it, click on the little store tab on the website, and you can get groovy stuff like this t-shirt, a bunch of LocaCarnivore branded merchandise. We got to make a buck somehow. Support the channel as well and show your good taste to everybody. Wow, that was a shocker. I mean, all the judges agreed with the Romanian judge. Nobody gave this thing anything more than a 2.1 score. So what kind of numbers did this thing generate? The 185 grain Golden Saber +P 45 from Remington? Very simply, very poor numbers. Total penetration, start to finish, 10 inches. Penetration into the torso was only 2 inches. That's not enough. The temporary cavity was it was kind of average overall, 4 inches long and about a little over a half inch wide, which you'd expect to see more with that more energy, with that greater energy, and just the fact it's 45 and that wide expansion, you'd expect to see a more dynamic temporary cavity, but you just didn't get it. Bottom line here, our winter carry rating, we rate this as a complete fail. The Remington 185 grain Golden Saber 45 ACP +P, complete fail for winter carry. If you had to do that cross torso shot against a big person wearing a lot of winter clothing, you couldn't count on it to get into the vitals. Now from a frontal presentation, pretty good. And also if you were carrying it in the other 3 seasons, spring, summer, fall, again, I think it would be a pretty good load. It's not a bad load. It's just really challenged by that worst case scenario. We've had one 45 ACP load that so far in our test program that has done better than this 185 grain plus P and any of the others we've tested. And the link to that will be showing up right about here anytime now. Thank you for taking your valuable time to spend with us here at the LocaCarnivore. We really do appreciate it. We're going to leave you with 2 thoughts for the day. First, the ultimate act of resistance is insisting upon facts. And second, pawn shot first, doggone it. And so far, we haven't had the best of luck trying to find a 45 piece. Now we'll have all the results for what happened to this. Please go to our Patreon, descriptions down. You can take a look at it.